Okay, let's go ahead and get started. This is our Sports Recruits 101, navigating the recruiting process. My name is Zach Craig. I am a senior customer success specialist here at Sports Recruits. I'm also a graduate and a former athlete at Oklahoma State University. About the Sports Recruits Network, which what we'll start off with, is a network that connects high school athletes, parents and guardians, clubs, high school, college coaches, and event operators in the recruiting process, creating opportunities for all stakeholders. On our platform, we have over 500,000 athletes, 1,500 clubs, that's 10,000 club high school staff members as well, 60,000 college coaches, 28,000 college programs, on multiple sports, of course, and then 500 plus events, which are tournaments and showcases. For tonight's agenda, we'll go over 5 topics and end with some Q&A. That would be the importance of online exposure, building your target list of schools, video and recruiting, messaging college coaches, and then the Sports Recruits resources. Throughout the webinar, you have the option to add Q&A anonymously. So any questions you have, feel free to add those. And at the end of the webinar, I will make sure to answer as many as I can. But to start with, we will start with the importance of online exposure. So the first, of course, is building out your athlete profile so that college coaches can view and evaluate your academic and athletic information. So with the athlete discovery tools, college coaches have the ability to filter athlete searches and feeds based on particular athlete profile criteria. So that includes academic information. So that would be your grad year, the GPA of the athlete, their transcript, high school and club location, and then academic honors as well. And then also athletic information. So of course, that's your position for your sport, club, high school team information, athletic stats, and honors. And then video, they have video visible on their profile to view and evaluate. And then interested in us, that means athletes who have favorited that particular program, that sport, or send a message to that coaching staff through the Sports Recruits messaging system. So on the right side, you'll see that example of what college coaches see on their side of the college coach account. And you can see the different criteria that they can check off to filter their searches for college coaches. And as well as, if an athlete doesn't have video, then they have the option, to favorite or skip an athlete depending on, that criteria and what they're looking for. But again, as soon as your account is created, college coaches have the ability to look at it. So as soon as you create it, we recommend to start building out that online resume and add as much video, good quality video as you can. So again, college coaches, when they view your profile, they can get that evaluation of the athlete. Number 2 is building your target list of schools. So when you're building your target list of schools, we always recommend starting between 20 and 30 schools. This will give you a wide net of, schools that you might have interest in, and that can always change. And then when you get to the point throughout your recruiting process, you have your top 30, top 20, top 10, top 5, and hopefully you get to that one school that you commit that is a great fit for you as a student, athlete, and a person. But you'll see right here, these 5 categories. What we recommend is that you guys use these 5 categories when you're going and researching schools and figuring out which school is a right fit for you. So that would be, of course, academics. So that would be a major, different degrees that school has, and then how challenging that school is, based on academics. And then athletically, what level is that program? What division do they play in? What conference do they play in? And then where do you see yourself, when do you see yourself playing for that team on the field or on the court based on their current roster and current other commitments and signees they have? And then geographically, so distance from home, what climate, what region, all these are really important because some athletes, don't mind moving away from home. Some athletes want to stay closer. So that's a really important thing to keep in mind, as you're figuring out what school you want to go to. Socially is really important. And I think it's one of them one topic that's doesn't come off as important. Sometimes, some athletes are just like, I just want to go play somewhere, which is great. That's a great goal to have. But socially, you want to go to a place that you fit in and you enjoy being around the people. You're going to be there for 4 or 5 plus years. So you want to be at a place that when you're not, in class, when you're not doing homework, you're not in study hall, you're not performing or practicing, you have a place where you feel welcome, that you feel that you want to enjoy being around the town and the campus. And then last is financially, of course. So what kind of financial aid does that university or college offer? What kind of scholarship they offer? Is it a full? Is it a partial? Is it just academics like a Division III school? So all 5 of these categories are really important. I really recommend keeping these in mind because you're going to find, not every school may not fit all 5 of these categories perfect, which is fine, but you want to try to get as many categories as you can on each of your target list of schools. Okay, so where you can find this information is under the school tab. That's where you can search and filter every college program in the country by particular criteria. So you can see in the GIF on the right how you can see the different tabs and how they're filtering it. So you can base those searches on athletics, academics, and social criteria, which includes academic selectivity, majors offered, what athletic conference and division they're in, and then the state or region where that school is located. So again, just like we talked about with those 5 different categories, you can easily add those and see what's the right fit for you. And once you have a search, if you want to tweak it even more, you can tweak it even more. Why I recommend adding these different kind of filters, because if you don't add them and you just look at it, there's going to be thousands upon thousands of schools, and that can be very overwhelming. But if you add even one conference or one region and then one kind of major, you'll see that search really shrink down and zoom in, and it's much more manageable to digest and learn more about that that program in that school. And then once you have that school and you have that search, you can click into the school and that'll take you to the school landing page where you'll get a full athletic overview. You'll get a student faculty ratio, admission rates, financial aid, anything you need to know about the academic or athletic or all the topics we talked about. You can find that information easily within the school search tool. Okay, we also offer roster needs. The really cool thing about roster needs is that they are open roster spots a college is recruiting for in upcoming, future class years. The best part about this is that only college coaches for those programs can add, remove, and update those roster needs. So you know that they're going to be current, they're going to be accurate, they're going to be exactly what a college coach is looking for because they're the ones adding those roster needs for their school landing page for you to have access to. And again, based on the last part right here is that you can be like a match with that school depending on the criteria that you have listed on your profile, and then what the college coaches have added for the roster needs. So that last bullet on the left, at minimum, a roster need is the athletic position, the grad year, athletic position and grad year, sorry. And then college coaches have the option to add additional requirements. So they almost always add video, maybe a particular GPA or test score, so that they can really zoom in on who they want to recruit, and potentially play for their program. But right here in that bottom right section, over 95% of roster needs require video to become a full match between the program and the athlete. And again, that's just the importance of video. That's the only way that college coaches can get a true evaluation is if you have video on your profile so they can get to see who you are on the field or the court and hopefully, start going in that direction to get recruited by them. And then lastly, right here, we have our favorite list of schools. So you can see a quick little blip of this under the activity tab, and you can kind of see all of your favorite schools. But if you go back to the schools tab on the left, it'll say favorites. If you click that, that'll give you a much more in-depth version of all your favorite schools. So here you can see you can have them by rank, where you can drag and drop depending on, okay, right now this is my number 1 school, my number 2, number 3. But obviously that's going to change potentially throughout your recruiting process. You can drag and drop and change that rank at any time. You also have the category for a fit, a reach, or a safety school. So those depend kind of on where you are with that school. Is it a perfect fit for you as a student athlete? Is it a reach depending on academics or athletics? Or is it a safety school? It may not be your number 1 choice, but hey, you know that it fits for you as a student, as an athlete, and it's something that you have it kind of in your back pocket in case your number 1 school, number 2, may not work out. And then lastly, the last contacted tab, you'll see there that will be a list of all the schools and when's the last time you reached out to them through the messaging system. So again, all this is just for you guys to stay organized have all this information in one easy location. So it's easy to digest, easy to keep track of, and you don't have to worry about, putting different tabs or different Excel docs. You have everything built out right here on your account. Okay, number 3 is video in recruiting. So we've talked about building out your profile. We talked about, finding schools and how you should be researching schools. Now we're going to talk about the importance of video. So why is video so important? Well, video nowadays with technology and college coaches' crazy busy schedule, with recruiting and practicing, and some teach, and obviously coaching on the field during practice and games. The number one way college coaches are recruiting is on their phone, on their tablet, on their laptop, so they can do it at any time, at any place, anywhere they can view it. So it's really important that you have video. Of course, college coaches can go see you in a tournament or event, but really, with all the research and the interviews we've done with college coaches who use SportsRecruits, they have said video is the number one thing they use, and they use it virtually through their phone, through their tablet, and through their laptop, because it's convenient and it's easy, and they can track, all of their activity that they evaluated for athletes as well. But again, video is so important because it can be a very strong first impression when you haven't even met one of those coaches. They can go to your profile, look at your information, watch your video, and say, okay, this is immediately an athlete that we have interest in and we want to learn more about. That's a great way to get the ball rolling and potentially, lead to more conversations with those colleges at those programs. And then again, college coaches use video to follow your athletic development. So they want to see how is this athlete as a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. You can really build out that resume of film throughout your high school career, so college coaches can see you develop and kind of project where you're going to be, potentially for their program. Okay, so the different types of videos now. So the big 3 are highlight reels, skill video, and raw footage. So highlight reels, these are live clips in competition, and these are your best possible clips. So I recommend using multiple games, multiple events, and staying in that 10 to 20 clips. That makes about a 2 to 3 minute highlight reel. College coaches really are not going to sit down at one setting and watch a 10-minute highlight reel. They'd much rather watch, 3 2-minute highlight reels based on, different games or different positions that you play. That's why that bullet show a variety of different skills, so you can show the full package of who you are as an athlete, offense, defense, playing multiple positions. For this example in that picture for softball, playing defense or pitching and then hitting, showing the full package of who you are as an athlete. But again, highlight reel is like a trailer to who you are as an athlete. Is the best way I put it. It's very quick. It's very impactful as a way to grab the attention of the college coaches. And then skill videos, this is clips from practice footage. So a skills video is you showcasing your skills. So whatever that is, whatever your best skill is, that's speed, agility, strength, playing outfield, doing ball drills, doing net drills if you're playing lacrosse, whatever your skill is for your sport, for your position, that's what you should focus on, and make sure to focus on your strength for those skills. And again, use different angles so a college coach can get a full evaluation. And then lastly, this one's really important as well, is raw footage. So that's just a full unedited game or multiple games that you upload to your profile. It's really important because college coaches they love seeing the highlight reel to get that first kind of taste of, okay, who is this athlete? Is their peak performance good enough to play for our program in their opinion? Skill videos, they kind of see what your strengths are, and then raw footage, they get to see, okay, who really is this athlete from start to halftime to finish? How do they play when they're fresh? How do they play when it's the fourth quarter of the last inning? Are they tired? Are they dragging? Or are they still competing? Are they still helping lead their teams to a win? So raw footage is really important, but I do recommend using your best. Be smart about it. Use your best game. If you had a game where you had 2 home runs or you had 5 goals, use that game. Don't use a game where you maybe missed a shot or struck out or something like that. Be smart with it. Use your best quality footage because you still want to showcase yourself in a positive light when you're adding those raw full games. Okay, so we talked about the different why video is so important, the different ways to upload video, or different types of video. Now we'll talk about adding video to your account so college coaches can view and evaluate you. So the first is uploading an embedded video. So that's unlimited games, highlight reels, and skills videos that you can upload or embed within the video tab in your video library. The other option you have is connect video with our video partners. So Skyline HD and Balltime are two of our video partners. So if you have those Balltime or Skyline HD accounts, you'll see when you log into those accounts that you can link your SportsRecruits account to it. So any video you have on those platforms, you can easily transfer over to your SportsRecruits platform seamlessly. And then embedded, again, that is any YouTube, Huddle, or Vimeo footage. So that would be you going to those websites, clicking play on one of your highlights, and then copying the web browser on the top of the screen, and then pasting it where it says embed video, and that will immediately upload that to your SportsRecruits account. And then just make sure you can see right here on the bottom right corner of each video, it's either gray or green. Gray means it's visible in your video library that only you can see. And invisible is it's visible on your profile. Again, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but on what college coaches can only see what you have listed on your profile. Anything you have in your video tab, school tab, message tab, or activity tab, that's all for you guys. The college coaches can only see what you add to your profile. So it's really important that when you have a highlight, skills tape, or game film that you want the college coaches to view, make sure it's green so that it's visible on your profile. And then lastly, right here, you have a featured video option. You'll see in the bottom left corner of each video is that blue gear. You can click that and then it'll say featured video. You can make one video your featured video. And then when you go back to your profile, to the left of your name and profile photo, that will be your featured video. And I recommend you use that because that's probably the first video that coaches are going to click on because it's big and it's right in their face. So make sure that is your most up-to-date, best highlight reel you have, so that college coaches can view that first and get a good evaluation on you. And this last bullet point on the bottom right, again, make sure the video that you want visible at college coaches to view, make it visible. And then again, on that blue gear on the bottom left, you can see where it says edit. You can edit the title and the description of each individual clip or highlight reel. It's really important to do that because it helps college coaches find and figure out what video to view. And then it's easy for them to tell another coach, hey, go to this athlete's profile, click on the video titled this, let me know what you think. If it's all just a generic file, it's gonna be really cluttery and hard for a college coach to kind of share that information or for them to remember what video they previously watched. Just make sure to give it a great title. It can be really quick and short and a quick description as well, so the college coaches have that information when they view that video. Okay, so we also have the option for you guys to create a highlight reel within our platform. So again, under the video tab on the left side, it will say highlight reel editor. That's where you can use uploaded video files. You can't use embedded video because you have to crop and cut actual footage files. So any video you actually upload to your account, you can, as you can see in the example on the right side, you can crop and cut those and then add those highlights to your in the highlight reel editor. And on the right side, you can drag and drop to change the order. You can add a title and description just like we spoke about. And then once you're done with that, click the blue publish reel button in the top right. That will save it to your video library. And then again, you can make it green for visible to make it on your profile. So it's just another tool and resource you guys have that we offer, so you can quickly get a highlight reel created on your profile. Okay, and now we have messaging college coaches. So we talked about building your profile, finding your perfect or your favorite schools, what fits for you, uploading video. Now we're going to talk about contacting college coaches and getting in front of them so they can actually see your profile and your video. So what to say to a college coach? On the left right here you'll see reasons to message a college coach. So introduction, very straightforward. You've never spoken with these college coaches, you never sent a message to them. You're reaching out to these coaches to introduce yourself, who you are as a student, who you are as an athlete, who you are as a person, why you have interest in their program, their school. The next is before and after events. So before would be, we always recommend at least 10 days before you go to a tournament or an event. Ask those coaches, invite them to come watch you so they can potentially, find a way to get to that event to evaluate you and meet you in person. And then after that event, if they do go, or even if they don't go, you can still, if they are there, you can thank them for attending. If they're not there, you can say, hey, this is how I did in the event. And then you'll follow up, with some video later on. The next bullet, new or updated highlight reels. So any video as you're updating and continuous to add new video as you go through different seasons and different years, continue to share that with college coaches. Let them know the title of the video that is on your profile so that they know they can go view it and evaluate that. And then any new transcript or test scores, it's really important to keep college coaches updated with this because they need to put that in their database so they can track how you're doing on the academic side, so that when it comes to finding out, okay, do they have the correct test scores or grades to get into our school? If they have the most up-to-date scores and GPA, then it's easy for them to maybe rank you above someone else if they don't have that information. So keep them updated, keep college coaches updated on that information as well. Then any season updates, again, that could be as an athlete, a student, a person, anything that shows you in a limelight in a positive manner. That's a great excuse to reach out to a college coach and share that information with them. And lastly, right here, asking a coach for more info about a program. It's never a bad thing to continue to ask questions about the coaching staff, about the team, how they're doing, any questions about the school, about the town, anything that shows interest in that program, that school. That's going to be a good thing that a college coach can see and say, okay, this athlete really is asking great questions about our school and our program. That's just going to lead to more positive conversations and hopefully a stronger relationship with those coaches. And on the right here, just an example of a quick little template that was I kind of want to show you that you could potentially use. Subject line, we say first and last name, your position, your grad year, and then the title of that message. So right here, this is an example of a new video, and you'll see kind of the template of, okay, this is kind of what it says. Here's my new video. Really appreciate you giving any feedback on it. This is just a template. You could always add or omit that information, but we just want to give you some kind of visual of kind of what a quick little message would be to a college coach. Okay, so now that you kind of know, behind the messaging and why to do it within our platform under the message tab, that's our messaging system. Our SportsRecruits database contains college coach information for every athletic program in the country specific to your sport. And then a track link in your profile is included in each message. You'll see that blue link in the example on the right on that bottom left corner. That's an embedded link, so you don't have to worry about sending any files or any kind of links, because you can just tell the college coach, hey, please view blank, blank, blank. Click on the embedded blue link in the bottom left corner. That'll take you directly to my profile where you can see all my videos, academic, athletic information. Try to make it super easy so you guys don't have to waste too much time when you're reaching out to a lot of coaches and a lot of programs. And then all messages are delivered directly to that college coach's inbox. And it also goes to the inbox of the college coach's SportsRecruits account. So it goes to two places, so they're always going to get it. And then last one right here, we get this question a lot, but messages appear as just like a regular email would in the college coach's email inbox. So it would just say athlete's first and last name at sportsrecruits.com. It would have your subject line. They click into that message and they see the body of the message and then that link on the bottom left. And then the last one right here is the college coach views. So within your activity tab, you can track all your views. So anytime you get a profile, a video view, a transcript view, or a press link where you can add any kind of press link you would like, again, as far as academic or athletic, you'll get a view notification via text and email of which school viewed your profile, what did they view, and a timestamp for when that took place. So you can track all that activity engagement that you have. And again, that GIF right here that's scrolling, that's an example of an athlete going through all their different views they've had from different schools, throughout the recruiting process. So again, that's why, to kind of wrap that whole part up right there, it's really important within your profile under the My Family section. You can add one athlete email and as many parent guardian emails you want, and you can add a phone number as well for each person, so each individual person can get the text and the email alerts. Okay, last one right here, guys. We have a few more minutes, so I'll try to get through this quick so we have a little bit of time for Q&A, but this is the SportsRecruits resources. We have our knowledge base. So this is how-to articles and videos. Any questions, concerns you guys have about the SportsRecruits profile, excuse me, you can view and search that, and you can find anything you need to know about video, messaging, anything we talked about and more, you can find that on our knowledge base. Our webinar page, you can register for future webinars, and then all of our recordings are also there as well. And then we have our blog post where we have updates on all of the NCAA and recruiting news and topics, so you guys can stay up to date on all those as well. Right here is a GIF in the top right. So when you have your More tab, you'll see where it says Help, Webinars, and Blogs. If you click one of those, that will take you directly to those pages, so you can easily access that information. And then again, lastly, right here, if you guys ever have any questions, concerns, need help with anything, you can always contact the team I'm on, which is our customer success team, and that is help@sportsrecruits.com. We're always willing and wanting to help you guys have success on the platform. So again, feel free to reach out to us whenever you guys have any questions, concerns. Okay, we have about 5 minutes for Q&A, so I'll try to get to a couple. I just wanted to make sure to really give you guys a full breakdown of this, but I'll get to as many as I can. As you guys are adding Q&A, I want to add one link that our recruiting specialist team asked me to share with you guys. So I'm going to add this to the chat. Let me find it. Okay, I just sent that. So if you go to the Zoom chat, you'll see that I added a link where if you guys have any additional questions about the platform, you want more of a one-on-one demo of the platform, and you also potentially want to learn about any upgrade packages we have that can assist you guys in the recruiting process. It's just a 15-minute phone call. You would just put your contact information, a date and a time, and a phone number to speak with our recruiting specialist team, and they would call you, via phone, and just have a quick 15-minute conversation. No pressure to do it, but again, anybody that wants to learn more about the platform or any upgrade options, please feel free to book a call, and they'll help you guys out as much as they can. Okay, let me look at these questions. Again, I'll get to as many as I can. Thank you guys for adding them. These are great. But let me see how many I can get to really quick. Okay, it's a great question. Will this webinar recording be emailed to us after? Yes. Any person that registered, even if you have a friend or family member that didn't attend it live, if they registered for this webinar, they will get a copy of this recording sent to the email that they registered with. So you will get a copy of it, so you can rewatch it or share it with any friends, family, teammates as well. That's a great question. Okay, there's another good one. Do college coaches see whether you have them listed as a fit or reach or safety school? No, college coaches can only see what you've added to your profile, video, academic, athletic criteria, and then if you have favorited that school or obviously sent them a message. Besides that, they can't see anything that you have under any other tab besides what you've added in the profile. So don't worry about adding or adjusting your favorite schools or about sending messages to a rival school or anything like that. College coaches cannot see that. They don't have the access to that. That was a really good question. Okay, I got a few more here, guys. Some really good questions. Yeah, okay, so someone said they have like basically additional kind of recruiting resources or websites. And can they add a link to their SportsRecruits profile? You definitely can. When you go to your profile, you'll see on the left toolbar under the athletic section, there's multiple little tabs that you can add additional athletic information that you can add whatever you want. Again, anything that's going to help you in your recruiting process, add that, and that will be saved onto your profile. So when a college coach is scrolling through your profile, they can click on those additional links that you've added. Okay, a couple of people asked this one. This is really good. Can I use the one account for multiple sports? You'll have to have more than one account because how our database is created, everything's specific again to that sport and that gender. So if you play, basketball and lacrosse, you can create a free profile. Just go to sportsrecruits.com and just create a new account under that sport. You can use the same emails, And then under the More tab, you can see if you have more than one account and the emails match on both, you'll see switch accounts button, and you can switch back and forth. But again, you can add information if you want about that other sport, but if you really want to get recruited in both, we highly recommend creating that additional sports account. And again, that you can do that for free at sportsrecruits.com. Okay, guys, you have some really good questions here. I've got probably 2 minutes, and then I'll have to end this webinar. Let me see what I can find here. Okay, so someone said, how much video do you recommend us adding? There isn't a perfect number. What I would recommend is just add as much high quality footage that you have. So it's not more about, it's quality over quantity, right? Like you want to have a good amount, but at the same time, you don't want to just upload video just to upload it. You want to upload video that showcases you in a positive manner, that showcases your athletic ability, so that college coaches are viewing you. Because at the end of the day, you're trying to impress them, right, through the recruiting process, during the evaluation process. So you don't want to just upload video to upload it. You want to upload video that you believe is your best possible video, so you can use that hopefully to get recruited by that school. Okay, last one right here, guys. Let me see what I can find here real quick. Okay, then someone said, how long should videos be? Again, I would recommend anywhere between basically no more than 5 minutes tops. Because college coaches, again, they have so much on their plate already, not just recruiting, coaching, teaching, practicing, going to games, their own personal family life, obviously. So they just want to watch. They basically, college coaching can view an athlete and get a pretty good gist of, okay, within this 2 minutes, I can tell, in their opinion, if this athlete is something that they're interested in and want to pursue. So anywhere in that 2 to 3 mark is kind of the sweet spot, in my opinion. But again, continue to add more videos as you get more footage. Again, anything that is high quality, that showcases you in a positive manner, that's going to, catch the coach's eye to get you recruited. Okay, guys, that's all the time we have. I hope you guys got a lot out of this. Again, you will get a copy of this recording. But again, any questions you guys have, feel free to reach out to us. Always happy to help. Hopefully you guys got a lot out of this. I really enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. Thanks.